Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together for the host of Brant TV, Mr. Anderson.
Oh, whoa, sorry, folks. My mic was muted. I was just saying hello to a whole bunch of people. And now I think you can hear me now. So I'm going to go back. Please, I'd like to say hello to a whole bunch of people that are joining us here. Sarhari and the Clark kids and Asher and Ewan and Mrs. Anderson and Indiana. Yes, hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have a whole bunch of really special guests today. I think you're going to really like some of the people that are coming on and the cool things they're going to be sharing. Oh, hello, Sammy and Caleb. Nice to see you. Can I please remind everyone in the chat bar, please make sure that you're not just spamming it with tons and tons of comments. If you have something that you want to ask one of the guests, that would be great. Or if something there's you want to say, but please do not just keep typing messages to all of your buddies. And I'm talking to a few of my the grade 6 students out there. I think you know who you are. Grade 5s as well. Thanks so much. So I wanted to say hello to the Seenies and to the Red Path girls, Kayla and Allie. Hello. And Dylan. Oh, Dylan's here and she has some loose teeth. That's very exciting, Dylan. Yes, thank you, everyone. Hi, Manasi. How's it going? Okay, so folks, today's show is going to be very exciting. I want to first make sure that I say thank you to Amy Copping. Amy created our introductory music and has done an amazing job. You might know Amy from our Black Ball program that runs on Tuesdays after school out in the Portable. Hello, Kira and Addison. Hello, Gabe. Hi, Jacob. It's really nice to see everyone joining us today. I'm going to invite our first guest out. It's Mrs. Bond, and I think you're going to really like Mrs. Bond has some pretty cool things to share. So here comes Mrs. Bond.
To hopefully see everybody out there. I wanted to share with you kind of some of the things that we've been doing at our house, and my daughters are going to peek into. We have lots of different animals going on in our house, and they have been keeping us very busy. So I wanted to introduce you to my whole animal family. This, if I can get her to come up, come. I may have. Oh no, here she comes. This is our dog, Callie, and she is getting a little bit older, but she loves to go for walks during the day. Mr. Anderson, he was babysitting her once a couple years ago, so she is still as gentle as ever, but she does keep us very busy with all of her walks, which is great for getting us outside, which is good. Somewhere around here is our cat. If I can get her. He's hiding on me. But Katie is going to get her. So here's our cat, Joey. He also likes to go outside, but he goes out on a leash. So we actually have a big leash for him outside in our backyard that he likes to go. Can you say hi, Joey? He doesn't want to perform today. But we're going to give him some treats.
Mrs. Bond, how does your dog and your cat get along?
They actually get along very well. They like to snuggle at night. And right now, Callie's trying to eat her treats, but usually they get along quite well.
Nice.
I think Joey is the true one that rules our house because Callie's a little bit afraid of him. But
Callie's feeling she treats.
Yes. And then the last ones that we have and the ones that we just got for the girls' birthdays, they each got a hamster. So they're going to show them to you.
Okay. Nice. Oh, here come the hamsters.
Oh, so yeah, so you can see right there, honey. There you go. So this is Ginger. And Ginger is a lot of fun. She likes to do lots of things with the ball. So there you go. Hopefully she'll look at you guys. The cat really likes to get into the bedroom and look at her. There you go. So there you go. Now you can see her.
Oh,
She's
what's
a little snack. Hopefully she doesn't shove that right in there, but I have a feeling.
what is that? Is that a banana?
That's a banana.
Yeah.
That is super cute.
So they like to fill their cheeks, and she's going to try to shove that sucker right in there.
Wow.
Yeah. It's quite amazing how much of a pouch these animals have. So,
Want some more ginger?
so that's one. And then Buddy is my other daughter's, and he's a little bit more. I just woke him up, so he's a little bit. No, don't bite me, please. So this is Buddy. Buddy's a little bit more skittish, or likes to. Don't bite me, please. Thank you. Don't bite me, please. I smell like banana, so he's trying to bite me
Here,
right now.
there's your banana.
There you go.
Right.
Heck of a banana, my dear.
And Mrs. Bond, do you smell like banana normally, or is that just because you were touching a banana today?
No, usually the animals, once you have food on your hands, they'll try to bite you because they think you are the food. So you really have to make sure you wash your hands in between holding food, because I have got nipped a few times. So he looks a little scared right now because he doesn't know what's going on. But
Right. And it's also his first time on a live TV show. So
yeah, I'm just going to take some of this and hopefully he can do this. There we go. But this is him.
there's some comments out there. The Fleming family has a new puppy named Sunny Skywalker.
Oh, that's a great name.
That is a great name for a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are very cute animals. And look at him just eating the banana like that.
Yeah.
Is he going to put that whole thing in his mouth too?
Well, I hope not. He has a tube, so he's gotten stuck before in the tube. I've had to help him out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you have to be careful when you're doing this. But
Right.
this is his favorite. So anyway, there we go.
Super cute.
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
Mrs. Bond.
Doing-
Yeah. So you're staying busy.
Yeah.
And now, is it true that you were going to be opening up a zoo soon?
I think I would love to. My one daughter wants to have monkeys.
Wow.
She's
And
actually trying to get me to get buy one for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, thanks so much for showing us all your animals. This has been really fun.
I hope
And
everyone's safe.
yeah, a whole bunch of kids were saying hi to you in the comments. And some of the, Clara's saying hi to Michaela.
Oh, Claire's saying hi to you, kiddo.
Who's Clara?
Claire's one of our students. You know, Adele? Adele's younger sister.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
They used to go to school.
Nice. Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to say goodbye to you, and I'm going to bring on our next guest.
Bye,
all right.
everybody. Staying safe and having fun with their pets too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was really fun. Our next guest is someone that you know from Room 8. Mr. Wells is going to come on next, and he has some exciting things to share as well. Hello, Mr. Wells.
Hi, Brant Bears. Mr. Wells here. I also have a special guest. I have a hedgehog named Henry. Say hi, Henry, to everybody. Let me get him right in the camera.
Hello, Henry.
This isn't his first time on camera. He loves being on camera.
Huh. Oh, he's an experienced pet actor. That's nice.
Yes. He's a little grumpy right now. He's nocturnal, so he's not usually awake right now, but he was just so excited to say hi to everybody. So He said he had to come on.
And is that a llama in the background as well that I see?
That is a llama. This is actually Henry's llama. He likes to sleep on it sometimes.
Nice.
So it's a big pillow llama. If we put him on it, he'll just fall asleep there, but I'm going to try to keep him awake a little bit longer.
Okay. All right. And does your hedgehog do any tricks?
His favorite game is hide and seek.
Oh, nice.
We put him on the ground and he fits in all these small holes. So me and my fiance, we go around, and the one day it took us 2 hours to find him. He hid behind our TV stand on the first shelf.
He is a great competitor at hide and go seek. That's amazing.
He is. I think he's one of the best I've ever seen.
Nice. Mrs.
He also
Park
eats.
saying, "Oh, yep. Go ahead."
I'll share some fun facts. He eats cat food and worms.
Wow.
That's what.
Wow.
And his favorite toy is not one that we bought him. A toilet paper roll. He will shove his head in it and try to walk around everywhere.
Really?
I can get it kind of like that, and then he walks on the ground and he just runs all over the place with it. I think he feels safe inside of it.
That is amazing.
I'm going to put him on the ground right now.
I often try to stick my head inside of paper tubes as well and walk around my house. So we have something in common.
I'd like to see that one day.
Yeah. Boys and girls who are tuning in live, that was just a joke. And be safe when you're walking around your house if you're putting your head inside cardboard tubes. Jacob has a question. Have you ever stepped on him by accident?
No, I haven't stepped on him, but he has jumped off my lap once. I was sitting on the couch and he just went for a free fall.
Oh, but he
survived. He's all good. He's a strong little guy.
Nice. All right. Well, Mr. Wells, I noticed there's a lot of stuff going on behind you. What's up?
I have a big wall of board games. I might have a little problem. I like board games a little too much, so I thought I could share a couple of my favorite family board games.
Yeah, we'd love to see them. I'm a big fan of board games as well. Our family's been playing them a bunch lately. So yeah, what are some of your recommendations?
One of my favorites that my family loves, it is a version of Monopoly, but it's not one that's going to make you want to flip the table. That always happens at my family gatherings. It's a card version of it. It is called Monopoly Deal.
Huh.
It takes all the best aspects of Monopoly and puts it in a nice card game that takes about 10-15 minutes to finish.
Oh, 10 to 15 minutes for a game of Monopoly actually sounds quite appealing.
A lot better than 3 hours that it usually takes, and then I don't think I've ever actually finished a full game of regular Monopoly.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
The next recommendation, this is one of my family's favorite. Hi, Connor, by the way. It's called Bounce Off. There is a little board and a whole bunch of ping pong balls. I'll try to angle it up. And this goes on the middle of the table. And then you are given a certain card. And in your team, you need to be the first team to make this shape on the board. So it gets really competitive in my family because you got to bounce it first. And it takes a lot of skill and practice to get really good.
Wow. Hello, Binkle boys. They said that sounds like a lot of fun. And I agree. So you're bouncing the ball. You're trying to create a shape. Does your opponent know what shape you're going for?
Yes, you're both going for the exact same shape. So you have to sometimes try and block them if they're getting really close, or you got to go. So it's a kind of a give and take. If you try to go for the win, but if you miss, but then you take turns with your opponent so they get a chance and they could possibly win and take the card.
All right. That sounds like a very cool game. I've never even heard of that one. That looks like a lot of fun.
Those are my family's.
Those are your two big ones that you'd recommend?
Those are my two big ones that I wanted to share today.
Nice. All right. Well, Mr. Wells, thank you so much. And thank you, Henry the Hedgehog. It's been nice checking in with you. And have a great day.
Thank you. I hope everybody's staying safe.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Wells. Ladies and gentlemen, our next guest is Miss King. And Miss King also, I think, has a special guest for us. So please welcome Miss King.
Hi there, everyone. Hi, Mr. Anderson.
Hi.
Bears, and especially a big hi to my grade 3-4s. I do have a guest with me today. I didn't know it was going to be the zoo show, but I picked the right theme here. This is my friend Ember. She's stuck to my shirt. Here she is.
Wow, look at Ember.
She's beautiful. She's called Ember because she has some orange undertones to her. Underneath her chin, she has a beard. So maybe you can guess what kind of reptile she is. Her beard is orange, and she's called a bearded dragon. So you can see she looks a bit like a dragon. She has some spikes around the outside of her almost mane. And she's very sweet. She lives in an enclosure in my house that has some blue sand. So her tummy today is a bit blue. She kind of starts to look like a Smurf before she has her bath.
Huh.
She loves to eat worms, but not the kind of worms that you find in your garden. She eats something called a hornworm, which is a big, almost like a caterpillar that turns into a moth. And we buy them at the pet store for her to eat, and she loves them. They're like gummy candy to her. They're her favorite treat. And what I love about Ember and my other pets in my house is that even though they're a big responsibility, they're a nice routine for us to have. So every day we have to do certain things to look after our pets and to make sure that they're happy and healthy. And so, we have to get up in the morning and make sure that she has her special lights on so that she can absorb the nutrition she needs. That's what the lights are for in her enclosure. And we need to make sure that she's got food and water and that she has her bath. I have lots of other pets in my house too, so we have to look after them. And that brings a nice sort of routine to our day when we are, maybe stuck at home and not having a whole lot of outside things to do. There's a lot of care that goes with these animals, and they bring a lot of joy to us. So what I love about Ember is she kind of sits on my shoulder and snuggles with me a little bit. She likes to snuggle after she's had her bath, and we warm her up with a towel. And I have other animals too that enjoy interacting with her. So I'm just going to give you one last time to say hi to Ember, see if I can get her to wave her hand here. Hi.
Oh, hi, Ember. So
She's
cute.
quiet. She's very quiet, which is kind of nice in a busy house. But she's really beautiful and we love her.
Wow.
I also have in my house, I wanted to show especially my grade 3-4s because they were asking about them. I have these guys in my house. This is called an axolotl. And an axolotl is an underwater salamander. And they look a little bit like this guy. Some of you may recognize this is Mudkip, the Pokemon. And Mudkip, the Pokemon, is based on these salamanders who are real life amphibians. So they're really cute. And they live in a tank that is not in this room where I would show you them in real life. But there are some other creatures I have in my house.
Yeah, that picture I assumed was a cartoon when you first put it up. I didn't know that was a real animal.
That's a photograph. Yeah, that's a photograph of one of our axolotls. There are two different kinds. There's a melanoid kind that is kind of a muddy black color. And then there's Pinky, and Pinky is a leucistic axolotl. So she's got a bit of a pink color and a white belly. So there's
Wow.
there's lots of research to do into animals too, because there's so many different kinds in the world.
Yeah, people in the comments are really impressed as well. Manafi said, "Cool, never seen that before."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We first saw them at the zoo, and that's how we started researching them and deciding that we would like to have them as pets. They're very good pets. I actually think
Yeah.
Mr. Graham had one too as well, maybe a few years ago in his classroom.
Wow, very cool.
Can I
Well,
show you a few other things?
yes, please, Miss King.
Okay, so I wanted to show you these little guys because Mr. Graham was showing off some of his plants, and I've been growing some plants, and thanks to Mr. Graham and Miss Chalot, I have started thinking, maybe my thumb is a little bit greener than I thought. So I started growing these little guys. These are called Hens and Chicks, and they're so cute. And I'm going to put them in my garden in the sun where they'll get some rain, and they're going to spread out and make this nice green covering for the ground. So I started growing these. And then thanks to Miss LaCastro, I'd attempted to grow some lettuce from another lettuce. So
Did you learn that on Brant TV?
I learned it on Brant TV.
Hey, that's awesome.
So I'm growing a new lettuce out of an old head of lettuce. And so far you can see some sprouts up here. It's starting to look like lettuce leaves. I think I'll get about a half a head is what I've read of lettuce
Oh,
from this other old lettuce that's got some roots on it. So I was pretty excited about that. I've never tried that before until I saw it on Brant TV.
yeah, very cool.
Okay, I have one more thing to share.
Okay.
I wanted to share this for Matthew. So Matthew's my son in grade 3 in Miss Pelvin's class, and he and I have been doing a project making bracelets together. So I wanted to show you some of the bracelets we've been making.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been using something called a monster tail loom. It looks like this. And we bought it for about $10 at Michael's, and it comes with a hook. So it reminds me a little bit of maybe crocheting.
Okay.
And we started making bracelets that look like this.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. And then we started getting fancier. So we were able to make other patterns. This one has a border around the outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And what is the material?
So these are like little elastic loops. You buy them in a package like this.
Yes.
They're like tiny elastic bands in all different colors. And they were not that expensive. But when you put them together, you can make something like this is called a starburst pattern. I'm pretty proud of this one. It was pretty easy to do. And then these ones are called the Loch Ness Monster pattern.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, thank you. And then I went crazy on one called a pineapple core pattern, and I made this many.
Oh, look at all of those.
I have like a bracelet for everyone at Brant, pretty much.
Wow.
We
That's
made a lot
awesome.
of bracelets. So we started a little store where we've been sharing our bracelets.
That's really cool.
At home. Started as a March break project, and then it just grew and grew.
Yeah, those are very cool. And how like does Matthew see how many he can wear at one time?
Yeah, we've tried that. We've tried wearing them as bracelets and anklets. They make nice gifts, so everybody in my family has one now.
Oh, that's really cool.
They're a little souvenir of COVID season, maybe.
Yeah. So a bunch of people are super impressed. Mrs. Withers said, "Awesome job."
Thank you.
And Indiana said, "Those are awesome." And Harnur has been making them as well.
Yeah. These are something that I made when I was a little girl, like when I was about 9 or 10. We used to make them with something that looked like this.
Oh, that looks kind of familiar.
Yeah. Kind of cording, we called it.
Ah.
Yeah. And then it became really popular with a rainbow loom. And then we decided to try it again. And guess what? It's still as fun.
That's awesome. Miss King, thanks so much for coming on Brant TV today and sharing your pets and your plants and your artistic creation.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me. Bye, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is going to keep rolling here. We have our next special guest is someone that I spend a lot of time with. Normally in the office, you will know her as Mrs. Alton, and that's how I know her as well. Hold on a second as I bring on Mrs. Alton.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. I miss you guys. I'm good. Thank you. Guys, I miss you guys so much. Brant Bears, I miss seeing your beautiful faces and your smiles every day. You guys always make my day so much brighter. So I wanted to first say that I miss you. We have to stay busy. Me with the boys and my husband. We like to try to stay busy. We're outside a lot. And yesterday we're doing some chalk outside. So I made you a little bit of a sign. It says, "Miss you, Brant Bears." I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, look at that.
So
Very
yeah, I just
cool.
miss you guys. Was really thinking about you guys. We'll go inside a second. Not sure what you guys are doing to stay busy. I know that it's sometimes hard with school, but with myself and the two boys, we have to stay busy. So we really like to have dance parties. And you're just in time. Yeah, and you're just in time to see one right here.
We get to see a dance party?
All right. Boys,
Hey.
show your moves. Oh. So this is Cuckoo Kangaroo, one of our favorites. Superheroes. Hello. There you go. Yeah, Kaden loves to do
I'm pretty sure Cuckoo Kangaroo was your nickname in high school as well.
Yeah, sure that it wasn't. So yeah, we like to just try to stay busy as much as possible and stay safe and have as much dance parties as possible. We like to listen to lots of music, so this is one of our favorite things to be doing. So hold on, I'll join in with you.
Oh no, there's a bunch of crazy werewolves. Let's all turn invisible.
He's always got the best dance moves, don't you? So I don't know if you guys know about that, if you guys have ever seen it, but that's what we have to do to stay busy every day.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So I think that's about it. That's all I got for you. I really miss you guys.
Well, Mrs. Alton, I have one thing for you if you wanted.
Yeah, I would see it.
Yeah. The only thing, it might be hard. I have a magic trick that I've been working on that I know how much you love my magic tricks.
I say that because you're my boss, but yeah, sure.
Well, okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we're going to do. I have a deck of cards here. Mrs. Alton, I don't know if you know this, but the whole time we've been on Brant TV, I have been kind of giving hints for a card that I think that you want to pick right now. So can you please, and this is not rehearsed, but can you please pick a card right now?
Okay.
Any card.
And think about it or tell you.
Yeah, and you're going to say it out loud. Or you can have your son do that as well.
We're going to say 6 of hearts.
6 of hearts. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I want you to watch carefully. I think I can do this effectively. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this out. If I do this properly, the 6 of hearts. We're going to go through this deck, and I think you're going to notice something special about the 6 of hearts as we go through here. Hold on a second here. Hold on. What's going on right there?
What is that? What card is that? Do you see? Hold on. Hold on. Mommy picked number 6 and hearts.
6 hearts.
Yeah. Only one person's impressed.
That is all I need. Thank you. Thank you very much. That 6 of hearts was the card. So now I want you to think about how I did that.
Because you're my boss, I will let you know that I'm so impressed.
Oh, amazing. Mrs. Alton, thanks so much for coming on to Brant TV today. And Caden, it's nice to see you, kiddo.
Say hi.
Oh.
Guys, we miss you. Hi, Miss Norris.
Hi, Miss Norris.
She's right there. She said hello. That's Caden's ECE worker.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's awesome.
Good.
All right. Well, goodbye, Mrs. Alton. Thanks for coming on Brant TV.
Bye.
And just I wanted to say thank you, Miss Withers. I know I don't know if it's Houdini level magic yet, but I appreciate the compliment. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have one more guest to bring on to Brant TV, and that is the teacher in room 6. You know her as Mrs. Park. I know her as Mrs. Park. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Park.
Hi, Brant Bears. Hi, Mr. Anderson.
How's it going?
Pretty good. I thought I would pop in here today and share some of the things I've been doing at home.
Awesome. Like what?
Well, I have been drinking lots and lots of tea. So at school, I don't drink tea unless I drive to Tim Hortons to get it. Sometimes I do that. But at home with my kitchen just over there, I drink a lot of tea. Probably a bit too much, but yes, I love my tea. Another thing I've been doing is playing with my daughter's bird, Coco. She has 2 birds, but Coco is the friendliest. So I'll show you Coco. Coco is a cockatiel. She can do tricks like she can step up. And she sometimes will let you scritch her head, not on camera though. And she's molting right now, so we keep finding feathers like this all over the house. Hi, Adit. So this is Coco. So I've been playing with Coco. I have been running a lot. I was very inspired by some of the running that the staff at our school have been doing, and I thought I should go out and do some running as well. Hi, Noah. I have been playing a lot of board games. Now, I don't have as many as Mr. Wells, but we do have quite a collection. With Benjamin, I like to play games like Seven Wonders, Sai Sarhari. And Mackenzie also likes to play games. So she plays games like this: Snug as a Bug in a Rug.
Huh.
Now, this is a neat game because it has different levels. So Mackenzie is 3 years old and she plays this at the easiest level. But as she gets older, I can make the game harder so that she can still have fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. And I have been doing a lot of baking. So Mackenzie and Benjamin both enjoy making cookies, making brownies, making cupcakes. So this mixer here has gotten a lot of use.
Wow.
And there's one more thing that I have been doing a lot of. You may notice that I'm sitting beside something here.
Oh, yeah.
So this is
Piano. That sounded
my
amazing.
piano. I was so inspired by Mrs. Pye Clifford and Mrs. Anderson with their Spider-Man renditions, and I had a couple plans. First, I tried to use my xylophone to play it, but there are a lot of notes in Spider-Man. The range goes from pretty low to pretty high, and the xylophone that I have at home doesn't have a high enough range, and there's a lot of accidental notes. So those are notes that don't appear in the regular key signature. They have sharps and flats to modify them from the original key signature. And my xylophone is in the key of C. And in the key of C, there are no sharps and flats.
Okay.
So instead, I have decided to learn Spider-Man on the piano. Now, Brant Bears, one thing you should know about me is that I always try my best. And I do things that are hard, even though they make me really nervous. And playing piano for other people makes me very nervous. I will probably even make some mistakes. You know what I do when that happens? I go like this. I take a star breath and I remind myself that I'm going to try my best and that I'm going to have fun. Because no matter how many mistakes I have or I make, it's still fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to
awesome.
try to get my camera on my piano for you. Check it out here. Get my bench ready the way I like it. All right, are you guys ready for some Spider-Man?
We're ready. This is exciting. Okay.
All right, here we go.
You got it.
I'm going to start again.
It's okay. It sounds amazing.
See, I'm going to take my breath right now.
Mrs. Park, that was fantastic. And I
Thank
love
you.
how you made a mistake and you didn't give up and you tried again.
That's
That
right.
was amazing.
Thanks.
And such if you look through all the comments pouring in, so many people just saying how great of a job you did. And for someone who personally, I loved watching that Spider-Man show when I was growing up. I love that it's become part of Brant TV. So, Mrs. Park, thanks so much. I'm going to say bye for a second, but then I might see you again in a few minutes. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. So, boys and girls, we're coming up to the end of Brant TV. There's one special thing I just wanted to mention. Today, Mrs. LaCastro is going to be going live to the Ripley's Aquarium via a video conference, I think. And she's going to be talking to some people and asking questions about seahorses. So if you want to know more about seahorses, I know I sent an email out to all the parents and with details about how to sign up for Miss LaCastro's seahorse adventures. Now, I'm not totally sure how this works. Either Miss LaCastro is going to be on video and asking questions, or there's a chance she is swimming with the seahorses and it's going to be filmed live. Either way, you definitely want to check out the seahorses. And that's right, William Clark, seahorses. Very cool. Today at 1 o'clock. I'm going to bring everyone back out here so that we can all say bye to everyone. And just before we do that, Mrs. LaCastro just says, Mrs. Park, that was so great. Thank you so much for taking a risk and sharing your talent with us. Absolutely. For sure. That was really awesome. All right. So here's everyone. Oh, we've got Henry and Mr. Wells and Mrs. Park and Mrs. King and Mrs. Bond and Mrs. Alton. All right. So from everyone at Brant, we want to say bye to everyone. And thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Brant TV. We'll be back next week with another exciting episode. And in the meantime, please stay safe, keep working hard, and being kind. Brant Bears, we're all in this together. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.